Hello everyone, this is Kanu Bhutani here and welcome back to my vlog. So today we will see that how to set asset num status as operating in IBM Maximo. So this is a problem statement. So we will first see what the full problem statement is and then what is the solution for that. So the problem statement is in IBM Maximo EAM I'm trying to import serial num and item num. Based on those field values, I need to get the asset num and set it status as operating. But I'm getting error asset num is required. So the solution to this is that in IBM Maximo EAM, when you import the data and try to update the status of assets, so you need to give and ensure that each record contains the asset number because the asset number is required and it is a mandatory field. So it must be populated and there are step-by-step guide to resolve the issue. So we will see how and what they are. So the first thing is asset validation. So before proceeding with the import, you have to make sure that you have a valid asset number that corresponds to the serial number and item number, which is very important that you are importing. Then, if you don't have an asset number, you have to retrieve that from an asset management system or you have to create a new asset for that. Once that is done, then it's data transformation. So if you're importing the data that doesn't contain any asset number, then it has to be containing the enough information so that a unique asset, for example the serial numbers and item numbers are unique for that asset, can be performed and a data transformation can be performed on it. And then a lookup process you can initiate in or a Maximo's integration features that can match the desired serial number and item number with the corresponding asset number. Then comes data format. You have to check that the data that has been imported is in correct format and that aligns with all the EAM data requirements. You should ensure that the asset num field is properly mapped and properly imported. Then comes asset creation. So if the assets that are identified by the serial num and item num are not existing in the Maximo EAM, then you need to create them first before importing. This can be done manually or through automatic process using Maximo's integration tools. So once the asset is created, then you have to see the data validation rules. You have to check if any data validation rules or constraints are there in EAM that is required for asset num during the import, and then you have to review and modify these rules if necessary. Then the workflow requirements, you have to review any workflows or automation processes that are triggered by asset status changes and ensure that they don't have conflicting requirements during import. Then comes import procedure. Once we have a correct and proper data, then you should follow a correct and proper method also and tools to import that data and then follow the recommended import procedures for doing the smooth data import. Data integrity, this will help to ensure that your data is accurate and consistent. The validation process and the verification processes with relation to the asset numbers, serial numbers, and the item numbers should be carried out and they should be checked that if they are correct before proceeding with the import. So finally, the conclusion is that if you thoroughly follow those steps, the 8 steps that we discussed now, then it should be possible that it will be imported successfully, the along with the serial numbers and item numbers, and then you can update that status as operating without encountering the asset num is required error. So thank you very much, and this will surely help you to solve this kind of issue. See you. Bye bye.